the first question I asked myself for this exhibit and in my research in general is, can birds be authors? Can they have authorships on their own work and creations? So having said that, I had to withdraw my name from the creation of it, and let the bird be the artist. Let the bird put its name on the labels, and be the creator of its own creations. And so I imagined the whole installation on that answer. I'm not the artist in this show. The birds are the artists. It's only the birds that you can hear singing through the headphones. And they are the ones who should be applauded and celebrated. The second question I ask myself is, what is art? Is traditional culture art? Is nature art? What is being an artist? Is like bird singing competition an art by itself? Or are they using the birds as objects or as artists? So the whole investigation I made through visiting the bird singing contests and speaking with the hobbyists and lots of people, but photographers as well, is what is their relationship with what they're taking, they're capturing? Do they think that what they make is art or not? And how do they see the birds? I understood that they really love the birds. They really love taking photographs or having these birds singing. But then my question maybe goes a bit deeper, thinking, okay, if we take so many photographs of the birds, if we like hearing them so much, why can't they be artists and their singing considered as art by itself? So the whole show is about that. It's about thinking maybe that there is a way to twist our perception of them and to think of them as artists and as making art. The third question I asked myself when I conceived this exhibit is, how do we usually represent birds? And usually we represent birds through photographs and paintings. It's the first thing we see, like vision. So when the visitor enters the show, he sees photographs of catalogs representing birds, but the birds is released from the image. You can hardly see them. So it's like a symbolic release of the birds and symbolic release of the visitor's first impression of the birds. And then he or she enters the show and see the perches without cages, without birds. And then it's a perception of the birds being silent, but singing in the headphones. And then there is a third reading of my installation, is the label. And the label is really important because in the labels, I put the name of the birds as being authors, but I didn't use the common name of the birds. I used the scientific names of the birds. And it's really important because then the visitor cannot relate to an image of the bird he or she has in his or her mind. The scientific names are not really well known, and when reading a scientific name, you cannot relate with an image, and so it frees and releases the birds of the kind of human representation we have.